Welcome, everybody, to the Yes Podcast. This is the Yes Podcast because if you say no, then you're an idiot. Say yes to yes.
Of yesing.
Of yesing. And subscribe. Hit that like button twice because you know we need that double money.
Yeah, apparently people didn't know this. If you actually hit that like button twice, we get double the money.
Oh, did you know they have a new sound if you hit the like button? Make sure you hit the like button for that sound.
What's that sound?
Haven't you seen those comments that say click the like button for the sound?
Cha-ching. Yeah. Whenever you click that like button, I'm sitting there going cha-ching.
I'm about to just write my comments with dollar signs every time I write to subscribers back.
So, do you want to do you want to explain to people, why we ask for ratings? Like, I go a little bit over the top, but do we want to actually tell people why we do it, like legitimately?
I don't know. I just ask for ratings 'cause it's funny. I just want to see if people can click the button.
Well, that too, and most people like wonder, and they come to me and they tell me, stop like whoring. And like, first of all, and you and I both agree on this, and a lot of directors do, is that the gaming community is so fragile. Like, they're the biggest baby of them all. Like, I don't hate on you guys.
Yeah,
Like,
I will say that the gaming community is the biggest babies because the stuff that we do, ask for likes, ask for favorites, ask for comments.
are
That's
all
that's
things
done
that
on
others
like,
do.
look at the top YouTubers like Philip DeFranco. He's a big case right there. He
Peter
does
Chan.
giveaways on every video and nobody cares.
Nobody complains because it's not gaming, and everybody thinks like, oh, because you're doing this, you're gonna get above me. And I'm gonna tell you from experience, me and Tony both had to work our way up.
Right.
You
I didn't ask. I didn't have any help at all. I was like, for a year, I was making videos. Nobody was watching them.
Absolutely nobody. And like when I started, like everybody thinks like when I started my channel, it was November 2010. I've been on YouTube since 2006. I've had 12 different accounts. I have tried everything from live action to gaming machinima to comedy to blooper reel type stuff to action films like Tony has, because I know Tony shot live action stuff before.
Right, right. I had like you said, like 4 or 5 other channels before this. Just like most of them were like really crappy, and I don't even want to talk about them. But I still have some of those channels up to date, and yeah, it's back in like the early stages of YouTube.
And everybody complains at us for like you're money whoring, you're like whoring. First of all, who wouldn't want to make money doing something that they already do and love doing? Like, I don't get money from your like. I don't do it. And guess what? It doesn't cost you anything to do it. That's like one of my biggest like issues with it. People are like, if you don't like the video, leave a dislike. I'm not against. I don't care if people like or dislike it. I use ratings not only to get better priority in the search engine, but also get a figure if people like the content.
Right. If you get like 10 likes versus a video that gets 500 likes, I think that people that 500 liked it, you're going to make more of those type of videos because people see it. They're like, oh, well, this is what the audience wants, so we'll do it. That's how you like a lot of it is just us judging on what our audience likes. I always say like the video if you enjoyed it. And
Yeah, and I started doing that too, where in a couple of my question videos and my rumor videos and they don't take any effort to make. People think that just because you put a video on YouTube, it has to require hours of effort. And you and I both know with WWE commentaries, they are a breeze. It's not like we go through hours of editing for one video.
right,
It's
but it's
just
the same as the Call of Duty people. They don't do any editing. They just play a game and use the
exactly.
basically the whole point of our videos is to use our gameplay as a backdrop for our audio.
Yeah, that's
That's
it.
all it is.
I don't use my gameplay to. I mean, I honestly, and I've joked about this numerous times. I think people want me to make a 5-minute montage. They want me to do all this stuff just to let you guys know that Batista is back in the WWE. Like not Batista or Batista. Or
Yeah,
Brock.
like there's just like a rumor of some guy coming back. You got to make like a huge montage, like welcome back, and then like have
And
your
God forbid if you put a video and you don't put in the title rumor, or if you put a question mark in the title of a video, people will jump on you and they will absolutely hate on you. And my problem with it is you're right. I make money from YouTube. Okay. But do I charge for my videos? No. It doesn't cost you anything to leave a rating. It doesn't cost you anything to leave a comment. And I think that's one of the biggest things I have a problem with is especially, people light up the comments with bitching about leaving a comment.
right, right, right.
It's the most backwards thinking thing.
And then there's this thing like I couldn't make like as many videos as I make a month and work a full-time job and not get if I didn't get paid for what I did, I wouldn't make as many videos as I do. It's simple as that.
Absolutely.
There's no motivation to make like sure people are watching your videos and you're getting comments and likes, but that only goes so far. It doesn't.
That is the absolute truth. I will 100% agree with you. Like back when we first started, when we first got partnered, like we were putting up videos and we had a drive to get a bigger audience, and but in ultimate reality, like people are partnered, you're making videos to make money. I'm not gonna bullshit around. I make a lot of my videos, and they're gonna make money, and I know they're gonna make money, and that's not a bad thing at all. Like if you work at Burger King, you're gonna make burgers.
If
It's like,
anything, it's good for the audience that they're paying us because we're just giving you more content.
yeah, it's not like we're charging anything. Like if I had to put out a video and you had to subscribe to me for $9.99 a month,
Right.
and I was just putting out these shit videos, I would be on your side and I would be like, Tubby, this is bullshit. You should be putting out better content. You should be putting more effort into it. Absolutely. I 100% agree with you.
And then we're
But
talking about being like a money whore. It's not like we're making 30-second videos like Brock Lesnar return, thanks, bye, and that's it. Like,
absolutely. Like I'll talk about a video for like 2 or 3 minutes and I'll ask for a like or ask for a comment, but I don't go up and just constantly put up clips. I do put up thought into my videos, even a rumor video where people think it's all about money. Think about it. If there's no rumors for a week, then what do I do? I mean, so there's a lot more that goes
right.
into
And
it.
plus, you got to think about the time that we use when we're not getting paid for it, like the time recording videos, looking up, like researching stuff, doing all this video editing, and then we put up the video, and then that's when we're making the money. So, like,
And then it hardly gets any money at all. I mean, like,
right.
so as a video producer, I mean, and you can look at a lot of the videos that go viral. Are the videos that go viral the ones that have hundreds of thousands of hours of work into it? No, they're not.
No, it's a talking kitty cat. Like, what the hell? You think
They're
that
all
guy?
exactly. They're all stupid videos like that that just go viral. And everybody, I think there's a mindset going on in the YouTube community that if you don't put the effort into it, you should not get the views. And that's how it is. And the sad fact is that I agree with you. There's a lot of directors that, and I'm going to give a shout out here, Over the Edge SVR. He sent me a message and said, could you check out my channel, whatnot? And I looked at it, and he does full pay-per-view recreations, like just kind of like one-on-one gaming. And I don't ignore
Right, that
one-on-one.
reminds me. 101 Gaming. He's the one who did the one night stand WCW thing. That was like one of the best things I've ever seen. As far as
He
like,
does good,
and he's doing like an ECW one too. Wow.
and he gets mad at me that I don't promote him or I don't respond to a lot of these people. I don't do it because I'm sitting up here on my high horse, jumping into pools of money with all my cash.
Scrooge McDuckin into a bunch of money.
Yeah, like people think just because you don't respond, that I'm taking my money and running for the hills. That's not true at all.
Well, I
It's
am.
well, Tony is.
I,
But
I live on the top of the highest hill ever.
I have a mindset where, and me and Tony both have this mindset because we work to get to the top. I don't think people should get famous from a shout out. I don't think you should come to a director and a director says, "Hey, go check out this channel," and you ultimately get 1,000 subs. I don't think it should be like that.
Right,
You
it's like that one kid on Painkiller Already. Nobody even knows about that kid anymore. What was that kid's name? Do you remember that? Where Woody gave him a shout out and then like he like blew up.
Advanced UAV.
No, not him. I hate
What's
that
up,
kid.
guys? Advanced UAV here.
Okay, let's not pick on him because
I like him.
He's
I love
actually
his
he
videos.
actually like he did it. Whatever. Anyway, but we're talking about the one kid that
Yeah,
called
exactly.
in. What was
I mean,
that kid that called in? You
I
remember?
don't remember. I don't remember.
You remember that story though, right? He called
The kid
in.
that paid for the paid in.
No, he didn't pay. He called in and Woody gave him a shout out, and then he like blew up on YouTube.
And then his channel failed.
I don't know, maybe did it?
Well, that's what happens. So like, I'm not ignoring you guys at all. I mean, there are some directors like back when I had good relationships with people at Machinima. I would forward their channel to them. Like there was like 4 channels that I sent to Mike, and I'm like, hey Mike, check these channels out. You should they are worthy of a partnership. Like Dunbar Snack Bar, who is now a sports director. I helped him out. It's the same thing with
Like CM Pulse, remember that
with
guy?
Pulse, like, behind. Yeah, I remember him.
And Arrow, I helped Arrow get a partnership.
Yeah, it's not like and the thing me and Tony talk about a lot of the times is if you don't have HD content, I'm honestly that's where I draw the line.
This is where I say if you first off, if I go to your video and it's not HD quality, if it's like a dazzle or it's you film with a webcam or it's terrible, I'm not even gonna watch it. That's the fact. If you say check out my channel, it's good, and then I go there and it's not good, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna look at
it's
it. I mean, that's the thing about it. Like if you're like I know going back to my old videos that they weren't good. Like if you go back to your old like dazzle quality videos, they were not
exactly.
good. Like you just know, like you can tell the difference between like an HD PVR versus a dazzle. Like people are just gonna pick the HD PVR no matter what, even if
And
you're
not only that, but also the audio quality.
right. Even if you talk about like the most insight, if you talk about like say you're Albert Einstein and you are like the smartest person ever, but your videos SD, nobody's gonna care.
And I think some people get away with it. You know, I know Havoc pulled it off for a while, and even Havoc finally upgraded to HDPR.
I know, I
And
saw that.
you know if Havoc upgrades to it, everybody should be. But we're not saying as directors that means, you know, little 13-year-old Johnny has to run out to buy an HD PVR to be successful. That is not the truth at all. I mean, yeah, you want HD quality. I mean, in our opinion, maybe your subs don't need HD quality, but from our perspective, one, it shows you care and you're putting in the quality. But two, just because you have an HD PVR doesn't mean you're going to get famous.
Right.
There's,
I had one for a year before I even got a machinima partnership.
yeah, there's a huge misconception. They're like, hey, Tubby, I just got a PVR, so am I going to get famous now? You're not going to get famous just because you have an HD PVR. I had my PVR in '09. I didn't get partnered until 2010 of November. So it took a year and a half for me. Um, so there is no quick process
Right. And
to
there's
getting people.
no like secret to success. People always ask, is that like, how do you get fame? What's your secret to success? I'm like, just make the content that you enjoy. And if you're having fun, other people will see it. I mean, a
Exactly.
lot of it will help with titles and keywords because if you make a video that says, I went to the store or something like something stupid like that, nobody's going to search for that. But if you
Absolutely.
type in like WB12, The Rock versus John Cena, WrestleMania, I went to the store or something stupid like that.
Yeah. A lot of people criticize me. Like I literally tell them that. I'm like, you want to know how to get popular? And people like I'm like, not to get more popular. I mean to get more exposure. I don't mean that just because you do these couple things you're gonna get famous. I say it gets you more exposure because it's what I did and it's what proved successful for me, not just posting early. Is proper tags, like Tony said, and proper titles. If you put a video up and you put in lowercase WWE 12 Cena versus and you title it horribly, or if you just steal titles from other directors, like I've seen a couple of people that try to come to me for help blatantly steal my tags and titles.
Right.
That's not what you do. You don't do that.
Not with
If
the
you
new YouTube algorithm, it won't work. Nope, not at all.
absolutely, you don't want to do stuff like that. You want to, you know, be unique and create content for your channel. And one of the other problems I have with it is all these directors coming to me now saying, you know, people that are on YouTube saying, you know, what can I do to get successful? Or can you give me opinion on my channel? And what I always say and what my response is nowadays, I'm like, you shouldn't be asking me. You should be asking your audience. your
That's
audience
true.
your
Yeah.
audience is the one that you know controls what kind of channel you want, because chances are I'm not going to watch your content, and the truth is a lot of directors don't watch other directors content. That's plain and simple. I mean, I wouldn't expect any director to watch my content. I mean, the people that watch my content are WWE fans that like to keep up to date on rumors, speculation, all that stuff. I don't
Don't worry,
expect.
Tubby. I watch your content.
Thank you, I
I have
appreciate it.
to. I have
I
to
watch
keep.
your
I have to
content too.
keep up on the trends. What all the other directors are doing. That's why I do it normally. Mostly, it's just to see what everybody else is posting.
Yeah, and some people get mad that, you know, other directors do that. The fact is, you know, I'm not really competing against other directors. I mean, in a way you are for search priority, but I mean, WrestleMania proved we can all be successful because, you know, Desert Eagle, like 7 machinima directors all cover WWE, and we all, I mean, to my knowledge, were
Got
pretty
views.
successful.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So it's not me going up against Tony. Everybody thinks like I have this mindset that for me to be successful, Yard has to go down, Tony has to go down. I don't think that way one bit. I don't sit there. I literally, people think I'm sitting up on my cash cow going, let's see, what fake rumor can I come up with today to make thousands of dollars? I don't do that. I mean, that's plain and simple. I do, you know, what my fans, I think they want. And I do that because of the ratings. And if I have a video that I put in, I mean, the baseball ones I put in a couple hours into, and they go and get 40 likes, and then I put up a WWE video that gets 300.
Right.
What would you do? What would you produce? Would you keep putting in all that effort in baseball, or those rumor videos that people are really liking? Would you produce those? And that's what I do. And I know, Tony, you produce a lot of stuff, and some people complained. People, want GM mode because I do GM mode
I
now.
cannot stand that. But anyway, talking about the rumor thing and all that, I just think that it's not about the how much time you put into a video. If your audience enjoys it, your audience enjoys it. I mean,
Yeah,
people
other
give you
directors.
crap for, oh my God, you did a 5-second video. But then you got to think a lot of people don't visit the dirt sheet websites all the day like we do. Like there's
Exactly.
people out there that don't go to those dirt sheet websites, and they actually like basically rely on us to give them news and information, like the important stuff. At least that's what I try to do, is like the most important rumors and news kind of stuff like that. But a lot of those people are just like, they don't go to those sites that we go to, so it's
Well,
just
and that's
giving
one of
them
the
new
things
information.
that you bring up that people criticize me. They're like, Tubby, so why don't at the end of the day, why don't you just make one rumor video and compile all the stories instead of giving us 3 videos that are 3 minutes apiece? If I consider it big news, I'll report it as soon as I get it. I'm not going to sit around all day and be like, I think Scott Steiner's going to blow up on TNA today. I'm going to wait for it. Like, I don't do that. If a huge story drops, I'm covering it. I'm going to be on it like a fat kid on cake, or like Eric on cake.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, it's like that. If it's you got to think about timely too. It's all about time too when you're talking about these news updates and rumor updates and crap like that. It's all
exactly.
about the time. It's time sensitive because if you don't make it, then it's already passed. It might not even be a big story anymore.
Exactly. Like, if you think about news, and nowadays with Twitter and YouTube,
It
like,
goes
how
so
many of us
fast.
yeah, how many of us used to watch like the nightly news? I used to occasionally watch the nightly news just to see what was going on. And nowadays, a story they cover, they wait till 10 o'clock to report, was already reported on Twitter, YouTube by 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
Right. It brings me back to how, like, when Michael Jackson died. Did I learn about it on the news? No, I actually found out on Twitter. That's how I knew Michael Jackson died, which is
Exactly, because it was
crazy because that's
trending.
how fast news spreads. And like you said, if you made a today's wrestling news, nobody would care. I mean, you could do it; it'd probably get views, but if you
Yeah,
want to
it's
be
not going to
timely,
be
you gotta keep it. Because in the wrestling business, it's all about timely. Like,
exactly. And, like, something that big happens, like somebody signs today or tomorrow, and the next day nobody's going to care. So, especially, we don't run websites. We don't run a dirt sheet like Wrestling Inc., where instead of making a video and putting it up, I could write a news story. I don't have that. How do I get my news out? Through stories, through videos. That's how I do it. And I post on Facebook and Twitter, and now I start saying, where if you want to follow me where I don't get paid, follow me on Facebook and Twitter, because that's where I post updates as well. And it's just getting to a point where the reasons people are coming up with reasons for money whoring is completely ridiculous.
right? I don't
Like,
get that many complains about money whoring as you do. I think they just like target you as being like the biggest money whore, and when basically you're doing everything that every other
well,
director's doing.
I'm doing everything that every other director is doing, and it's also because I'm also one of the directors that's actually, um, you know, was very vocal about it at first. Like a couple months ago, like when I got paid, I would say I'm going to the store to buy this or this and
You'd
this.
hashtag YouTube money, and then that's
Hashtag YouTube money, but numerous directors did it. I wasn't the first one to do that. Like, I actually thought, like, when we got paid, like, we couldn't say anything about it, and then other directors were saying YouTube money and they were making a big deal. I don't sit there tweeting out hashtag YouTube money to make people feel bad. I
actually I kind of thank you because I never even really checked my PayPal until like I see the directors talking about it on Twitter. Then I'm like, oh, we got paid.
exactly.
Like you messaged me, you're like, hey, did you get paid? Yeah. I'm like, what? Oh yeah, I got paid. And you're like, oh, that happened like 2 hours ago. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
so
all right. Well, thanks for telling me that.
it's not like I'm not bragging about the money by any means. Like, people think, like, oh, I bought this, I'm bragging. I don't. If I was a money whore, I would be making crap videos to buy stupid shit that doesn't matter. Everything I buy, I mean, look at the fact that I have an office. Is it smart to have an office when I do YouTube videos? Probably not. But it's because I'm trying to do more business stuff. Where trying to get back in everything I used to do, and I buy Xboxes, monitors, things like that. I don't take that money and go buy medical marijuana like some people, or drugs, or I don't go out and party every night. I
Well, you
use my
should
money.
because it's fun, okay,
It,
Tubby? It's a good time. I spend my money at the bar. I drop a
it's
hundred
it's
every time I go to the bar. Leave me
it's living a
alone.
life. It's living a life. Well,
I drop a
I
hundred
turned
every time. Leave me alone.
I turned 21 in 3 weeks, so I'm probably gonna be out partying and become an
I'm
alcoholic and
coming
drunk.
out then. I'm coming to your party, your 21st.
That's what everybody said. Like, hooroo! Like, I was trying to talk about my birthday, and I was like, so I'm gonna leave and go somewhere.
Wait, three
And
weeks? I'll be in TNA then. Damn it.
yeah, May 8th.
Oh, I'll
And
be there May 8th. I can make it.
he's like, I'm like, well, dude, I'm gonna go to Vegas. He's like, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna be there. I'm like, no, you don't need to be there. He's like, no, I am gonna be there. I'm like, no, like people think that that's like my biggest problem with getting money with YouTube is I don't take that money and yeah, sure, I buy food because I'm fat as hell, but I don't take that money and shoot it into my veins and cocaine. Like I invested
You
all in.
know, I'm thinking of one of this thing that we're talking about money. It's like if this guy decides he's gonna work overtime at his job, do you call him a money whore? Like, guy works at he
Exactly.
works at the supermarket. Oh, I'm gonna put in a couple more hours this week so I can make more money. Oh no, you're a money whore. Sorry. He's like,
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that.
but
Like,
on YouTube, you got the entire public looking at you, and they're just thinking like, oh, this guy did this, and then he's a money whore. It's like, it's not like we're like going out, hey, like my video, I'll give you a PS3 card, and then
exactly,
we're not doing
exactly.
giveaways, and we're not doing stupid stuff like that. We're not making it mandatory that you like our videos. We're not like,
I'm asking for a rating on a free video that didn't cost you a damn thing to watch. And, half the time what happens is, nowadays I'm actually saying if I do a rumor video, I'm like, if this rumor makes you happy, leave a like. If you don't, leave a dislike and let's see how it goes. And, other directors like criticize other directors all the time, regardless of your
right.
size. Numerous directors. The problem is, I honestly don't care anymore because you're not my audience. Why would I care what you think when you're not my
Right, that's
audience?
the biggest thing is when people like, why are we gotta always fight? Why can't we just like make our channels the best? This is out to all those directors out there that are listening because I'm sure there's millions and millions listening right now. All of you YouTube directors, just stop like looking at other people's channels and going, "Oh wow, you made that kind of video." It's like, just who cares? Like, really, if Tubby makes a video about Brock Lesnar coming back, if it was seriously a 30-second video that said, "Hey guys, Brock Lesnar came back," and he used a fake thumbnail and fake keywords and titles, it really does not affect my day at all because
Exactly.
I'm not gonna see Tubby and not like Tubby's gonna make like shove it in my throat like, haha, I did this and look how much
Yeah,
money.
I made a 30-second video and I made $1,000 from blah 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 blah. Like, I don't do that. Like,
That's a good ratio, by the way. If you figure out that, let me know.
what?
Make $1,000 off a 30-second video. Please tell me how you do that.
You're making a lot of money.
But really,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like if like the directors, come on, who cares? I'm serious. Like, it doesn't matter.
It gets to a point where I used to really care about shit like that. In the last 2 weeks, I've talked to a bunch of people and it's just gotten to the point where I don't care. I
It's all
honestly
about
don't.
hashtag RAH, Rise Above Hate.
Rise above hate? Oh, that's what that is. I was trying to figure out like wait, Rahawa,
Ha-
Rahawa. I was
hashtag Raw, RAH, Rise Above
Jesus
Hate.
Christ.
We're gonna
Yeah,
start using that. Make sure you use it.
that's what's going on. And I think it just gets to a point where it just frustrates some directors. It's like, I come on, if I was a money whore, I'd be putting up 10 videos a day.
The whole
Like,
YouTube scene is just like ridiculous. I don't even know. Like,
people are so
we can
hypocritical.
go on
And
all day about this. It's just like you have directors mad at you, you have subscribers mad at you, and then you have people that get mad because you put WWE 12 live stream in the title, but people come searching for the WrestleMania video, and I'm like, it
it's
says
YouTube
WWE 12 in the title. Look
at
at
the end
it.
of it. Yeah,
No,
but
it's
you
in
you put it
there.
at the end so you can't
No,
actually
you
see
can
it. On
see
the,
it when you look up WrestleMania 28. You'll see it in the title. It's
yeah.
there. The title's not long enough to not be there.
Well, like some people do. I mean, and that's the thing. I don't care anymore. Like, if as long as I'm not broke, and I don't. Everybody thinks like we're all competing. I'm not competing. I mean, I may have been competing, last year, and we were joking around with Yard about who's got the bigger channel. Yard is bigger. He's got more views. I consider him the king of WWE 12. I don't think I'm better than him. I don't think I'm better than any other director. I have a niche, which is rumors. Tony has a niche, which he does universe modes, and people love the shit out of it. And that's what we do. I mean, I'm not going to stop doing what I do just because one director has a problem with it. And it's the same thing with smaller channels. A lot of people ask our advice. My advice to you is like what me and Tony did back in the day. Find channels that are your size and work with them. Work with people
Actually,
you
I
like.
never did that. The one thing that I can tell you is work hard, devote your time, put effort into your videos. That's how they work. If you don't put any effort, nobody's going to watch them. Get HD quality and just don't care when you're talking on the mic, because you can't be shy when you're on the mic if you're doing like gameplay commentaries.
Absolutely.
Just let your personality shine, and then
Now,
another
that's
thing
a
I can
prompt
say
for
to
some
you
people.
is one thing that I really hate, just like a tip for you, is if you like cuss a lot in your videos. I don't know. I just don't like that. Maybe it's just me, but I mean, you can.
I don't mind swearing. I've been actually,
But if you have
tailoring it back.
right, but you have people who are like fuck, 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 shit ass, bitch ass, like every 5 seconds, it's gonna turn me off your video. I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, I have in a couple of my videos. I swore like twice in the video, and people are like, "Toby, I'm getting sick of this swearing. Unsub." Like what? I said damn and shit. What is so bad about it? But honestly, people keep coming to us, and then we're assholes for not responding to you.
Right.
We're
There's my tips for you though. Devote your time, because it's not gonna be an easy thing. You have to put lots of time and
absolutely.
effort into it. Get HD quality. Let your personality shine. Don't be shy, and have good audio too. And if you can get all that together, then chances are you're gonna succeed. Because look at like guys like Pulse 101 Gaming. Who else is there? Big Puma, I guess. Those people.
Um, yeah, they're a partner now, and
Yeah, I know, but I mean they weren't before, and like now they've just done what they've done, and
exactly.
they've gotten like they're still smaller channels, like 1,000 to 3,000 subscribers or whatever they're at now. But yeah, if you just do that, if you do
And
everything
if
that
you
I said, you will succeed. It's possible.
yeah, yeah, absolutely will succeed, or is it there's a chance?
No,
There's
you
always a
will.
chance.
You
Not,
will
not every
succeed. I mean, like if you
not
have
everybody will succeed. I mean, that's just the plain fact where, I have no idea why I became popular. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I when I was doing videos, I was like, when I first started, the reason I did prediction videos is because nobody was doing them. And now
what made you spike? Like what was the, like you can see on your analytics when you spiked in
WWE
subscribers.
12, WWE 12.
No, but before that, you already had like a following. Like there had to be like,
I had 4,000 subs up until October, and I had a huge spike from FIFA. I gained like 500 subs, but also posting on Machinima. Every video I'd post on Machinima, I'd get 30 to 40, 50 new subs,
right.
and it was
That's
growing. But the big thing was WWE 12. It was posting a couple days early before nobody else was posting, and that's the truth. And I just got lucky. And one of the things, like for partners, show pages, show pages contributed most of my luck. In the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I've gained 3,000 subs, 2,000 subs. It was because of the WrestleMania 28 show page. But that's one of the things where when I say it's a job, it is a job. I mean, some people don't treat it like one, and if you don't, that's fine. I do. So if I don't criticize you for how you do it, don't criticize me for me treating it like a job.
yeah. Some people look down on you if you say it's a job. They're like, no, this is a hobby that you just happen to get paid for. It's like,
Well, that's the truth. I look at
I
it as,
guess, but I don't know about that.
I'm not going to get, why should I be hated on because I put a lot of effort into something that really doesn't require much effort? It's like I don't think just about putting up a video on YouTube. I think about, working with companies to promote products, affiliates, sponsorships, working on podcasts, like with a yes, 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 yes. Like this is all stuff that I brainstorm constantly. Like there's so much more than just being like, hey guys, Brock Lesnar's returning, like the video. There's so much more, and nobody ever sees that stuff, like the backstabbing that goes on.
Right. Yeah, I
Tony,
know.
Tony, pull that knife out of my back, okay?
Ring. Sorry.
Jeez.
I was talking about, we were talking about like, I was just looking at my stats right now, and we were talking about like shoutouts, but like, I actually did a video with Nova, which was kind of big at the time, but, where he played All Stars, but he never once like linked to it or even talked about it on his channel or anything, so it really didn't do anything for me.
Exactly.
I guess it did. It's one of my most like one of my, where I got most of my, like not most of them, but like number 5 on, I got 500 subscribers from just doing that video with him.
Yeah, when we did the triple threat, I got 400 from him.
Right, and it's just
and,
like,
and Ghost Robo mostly though.
and I will have to say that Nova is a top, like for being as big as he is and still talk to us, it's pretty freaking awesome.
He still talks to me, and that's one of the cool things where we're not being asses if we don't respond to your messages. Like this isn't me. I mean, I keep saying this, but I'm not sitting here with my money going ha 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 because half the time I broke anyway. Um, I obviously don't respond a lot of times is because people have like the worst approaches in the world. First of all, when you see people that send spam messages out and then you send it to directors, I know you get this all the time and you probably won't read it, and you expect people to read it. Like, you honestly expect me to drop what I'm doing to promote a channel that just started and has 2 videos.
Right, and I'm gonna be honest with you. If you share any videos with me, I'm not gonna watch them. I don't watch.
I don't watch anything coming through YouTube. I
People
don't
share like inbox me videos. Like I'm like, I will not watch it. I'm sorry. I don't know. This one of those things. I won't.
watch it, and like, occasionally on Twitter, I'll just retweet a video, and a lot of the times, sometimes I don't watch it. And one of the times I just randomly retweeted a video because I wanted to help the person out. And I don't have too many followers on Twitter. I think I have like 1,800.
Right.
And it got a couple of views. And then a couple of days later, I didn't even watch the video. I made a video on something else. And then that person accused me of stealing their topic.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
know. I remember that drama where you stole his topic.
it's like what? It's a main topic in the wrestling world. What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. But just, this is my advice to you guys. If I could tell you one thing, like in addition to what Tony said, don't get pissed at directors who don't respond to you. Don't think that there's a lot of, nowadays, and I hate to sound like an old fart, but there's kids that think that directors should stop every fucking thing that they're doing to help you.
Right. It's not the case.
It is absolutely not the case. I shouldn't have to drop everything I'm doing just to cater to your needs. You should be so awesome that I want to work with you. Like when Paul started, I loved the way he talked. I loved the way his videos were. So we promoted him. And he's obviously now got a successful channel going on. And, that's what I look for. I mean, if you're coming to me, there's some people that have either a horrible quality or their audio sounds like they're using a webcam through a window with a piece of napkin on top.
And
like,
there's a fan going in the background.
exactly. Like, I don't respond to that kind of quality. And I mean, what do you want me to do? Like, every single message, if I get 15 of those days and all the channels aren't good, I mean, do I literally respond back going, your quality's shit? No, I don't. I don't want to do that. And then, but it's common knowledge that, you record in HD and you use a PVR. I've made numerous videos about how I set up and how I record. And it's just, it gets to a point where I don't think, Tony, you want to do this either, is I don't want to have to repeat the same thing to 150 different people every day.
Right. Yeah, I know. It gets redundant and
So,
old after a while.
one of the things I can tell you guys, if you want to get a hold of me, do it on my Facebook or Twitter page. I don't read YouTube messages, and that may sound completely like I'm a bad person, but that's just the truth.
Yeah, the
I
easiest
hate
way to
that
contact
YouTube.
me is Twitter, I will say, because Twitter, I don't know, I just look at my mentions more. I'm on Twitter more. Like, I'm on Facebook or YouTube a lot, but I get so many, like, comments, messages, inbox stuff that I just, like, tend to not even look
Yeah,
at
I
them.
have 2,700 messages in my inbox right now.
Yeah, that's how I am. It's just like, let me see what I have. Yeah, I have a ton, like I have 1,000 some inbox messages right now. It's just
Yeah,
like,
I have 1,400 inbox, and then I have like 900 comments. And it's not because we're being dicks or anything. Like, I would love to help everybody out. But the point is, you have to be unique. Like, if I'm doing universe mode, Tony's doing universe mode, everybody's doing universe mode, and then you're trying to get famous on doing universe mode, it probably won't happen. I mean,
right. Yeah. That's one of the things I will also say is like when you make like you see people doing stuff, so you're trying to copy them. You gotta become original with your stuff too. That's one of the things that'll get you noticed. I mean, it's hard though to get like noticed off original content. That is the hardest.
It is. You have
That's
to
one
think.
of the hardest.
You have to think in the way, and people criticize me all the time when I say this. You have to have searchable content. I say this, and like people get on my case, like, Tubby, why are you just saying you have to have searchable content? That doesn't mean anything to me. It does. Why do I do pay-per-view prediction videos? Well, one, I like the pay-per-views. I like analyzing the matches and talking about it. But also, people are going to be looking for pay-per-view videos. I mean, is that a bad thing? No, but they're going to be looking, and that's one way to get noticed. When you do a video that is just some random WWE 12 man goes through table, or if it's not something you would search in YouTube personally, don't make the video, or title it better.
Right. And those pay-per-view videos aren't going to be there forever, and it's not going to be because when you make the pay-per-view prediction videos, they don't bring in like any subscribers.
No,
Not that they're like none. All they do is views, but
it's pretty much all views.
I don't
Except
know.
for WrestleMania 28. WrestleMania 28 took off for me. But you guys do something unique. Be creative. Back in the day when I started, for me, it was WrestleMania prediction videos, and then went on from there. But that's not going to work for everybody. You have to One of the other things, Tony, I want to touch on this. We haven't even touched on this once. Is do not use copyrighted material.
No, 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 no. Don't use copyrighted songs, copyrighted WWE clips. Don't import songs in the WWE game and upload it.
Here's where I'm at. Like, I tell people don't do copyrighted material, and then they use copyrighted material. And then when I tell them not to have copyrighted material, they get all upset and be like, "But I put in all this work and I mean, I don't want to call anybody out. I'm just gonna say Rambo. I like him and I like his videos, but when I try to help him out, I'm like, you have copyrighted material. You got to get rid of that." And two other directors said the same thing to me. Well, I'm not going to get rid of it until I know you're for sure and you can actually help me and give me a partnership. Like, it doesn't work like that. If you do copyrighted stuff, you can't get partnered.
Right, they'll look at your channel and be like, well, you have this with this song, this with this song, this with this song, and no, sorry, you can't get partnered.
Yeah, with nowadays, if you have a strike, you're not going to get partnered. I mean, you can through YouTube, but it's very hard. I mean, that's what they say in the partner forums. They're like, chances are you want a clean channel. People also think just because they get a view copyright info that it's not bad, like that it's no, I can do it. They didn't take the video down. I can use a Metallica song in a montage. They just claim the video. Well, then you're not making anything from it. You can't ever monetize that video.
Right, yeah, I know what you're saying.
So that's one of my tips. I'm not. There's a lot of guys that make awesome content, but then they go and use every copyrighted thing in the book. There's a Papa Roach song, a Nickelback song, everything in it. I don't want to get your hopes up by saying, yeah, you make great content. Oh, but by the way, the only reason your content is good is because of all the copyrighted material you use.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
I would love to make promos of WWE, using clips from WWE and mixing it in with real life and WWE 12. And I would love to do stuff like that. But the sad fact is we can't. There's laws, there's rules, and that's just the way it goes. So that's all I got to say, Tony. I mean, it's pretty much went on. This actually kind of like the first episode of a podcast. We haven't even touched on WWE.
Right, and then like one of the guys that I helped out when he was growing was Ghost Robo, which you see where he went because I helped him out,
And now I work with him every day, even though people don't see it because I don't do videos with him.
Yeah, you don't.
Well, I work with him every day, though. Like, literally every day. And we keep trying to do videos, and he keeps suggesting them. And I'm like, no, that's not going to do me any good. I'm like, let's do WWE. No, WWE's fake and gay.
Well, it is.
So.
Anyway, yeah, I helped him out. Actually, I didn't. Well, I did. I gave him tips back in the day, but
it's just scripted.
He just blew up and took over the world.
Yeah.
And then Donkey, there's another guy I helped out back in the day, but he didn't need any help because he's too talented.
Yeah, we all got lucky. So that is just all the tips Tony gave. I say don't use copyrighted material, and don't get mad at directors because they don't drop everything to help you. You should have awesome content and make directors will want to work with you. Like, there's some smaller directors that I want to hit up, and they don't even respond to me.
Right, I have a couple smaller channels that I've been talking to, but it's only because, like I said, they have HD quality, they put in the work, they put in the time, they put in the effort, they have HD sound, and it's top-notch stuff. Like, if you're at least at the audio video levels that we're at right now, then you have a potential to succeed.
Yeah, and there is more to it than just your quality. Like, if you have perfect quality, your audio is great, and then but you're like, hey guys, we're talking about WWE. Like,
yeah, but you can't forget about Advanced UAV here.
Yeah,
hey
okay.
guys, Advanced UAV here.
No. Hey guys, Advanced UAV here.
No, your voice isn't squeaky enough. I don't have anything wrong with him. I don't see why he was getting so much hate. Obviously, because he's a young kid and there's all
DJ
these...
Keemstar went after him.
Well, not even that. It's because all these young kids are jealous that he has a machinima contract and they don't.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. And that's how I'm going to end it. I'm just going to be like, you may see all these people being successful, or you may see smaller channels get partnered and you're not. And the fact is, if you're not partnered, you either don't know the right people or you haven't worked hard enough. And that's not to say that if you drop your job and you go full time making YouTube videos at home, you're going to be successful. That's not the case at all. It took me 2 years to ever make a profit. So
that's true. And I worked a crappy job in between that too. So,
and that's what Wings said. Wings of Redemption said this, and I'm going to tell you, this is the plain out truth. He said, people ask, why don't you get a real job? You want to know the truth? Because a real job doesn't pay nearly as well.
A real job sucks too.
And they suck.
If I wanted to work my ass off 9 to 5 every day, working in the grind, making $10 an hour or whatever I would be making right now, it's not worth it. It's not.
really not.
It's not worth it. It's like, yes, this is like a dream job, and yes, this is like a hobby that turned into a job, but it's the greatest thing that could ever happen. So
It is, and I think I wasted a lot because I do put a lot of the money back in. I don't actually live like lately. I've been taking trips and trying to get more abs actually doing stuff. And to some people, that's a bad thing. I don't know why, but yeah. So this is kind of the
should we announce that we're starting a podcast?
Oh yeah, it's 45 minutes later.
I don't
Yes,
know. We
yes,
could
yes,
just
yes,
we could just
yes.
BS some more if you want. I don't know if you have to go.
There's just really my voice is killing me, and I don't have a water. Um,
We could just bullshit more about YouTube drama.
I think YouTube drama is just going to get to a point where it just, first of all, it consumes everybody. If you want to know the real scoop on everything, go to the Will of DC. He lays down that YouTube.
Get out of here. He does not lay down the YouTube drama. Whatever.
I love Will of DC.
I'm subscribed and I watch his videos, but he doesn't like lay down the YouTube law or whatever you're talking about. He tells it how it is. No, sometimes he just well, like I found out like good stuff from him. I like his channel.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of
I
good
wish I was a
channels.
part of Maker Studio.
Um, anyway,
All those people like him and Ray William Johnson. And
Cass
all those
MG and
dudes.
Ray William Johnson, and all right.
Or I
Well,
could be a part of Philly D's group. Work for him.
yeah. All right. Well, Tony, I think I'm gonna end it there. This one. Well,
Oh, you're
we'll,
backing
we'll
out? You're chickening out?
I gotta go see the lucky one.
Why don't you go see the what's that horror movie?
I already saw the Cabin in the Woods. It was a really good movie.
I know that's what
I
I
love
want to see.
I love Joss Whedon.
I want to see that so bad. I'm gonna have
It
to go
is.
see it.
I highly suggest it. So, yes, there's all the tips. If you actually listen to this part, the whole point.
I'm gonna break this
Um,
up into
put
4 10-minute videos, so it'll be good.
I'm just gonna put the whole thing up.
Because you're lazy. I'm a money
Com-
whore though, so I have to break it up.
Comment taco meat in the description if you've got this far.
Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. If you didn't enjoy this video, hit that like button twice.
And if you really hated this video, sign into all your accounts and hit a like on it.
And make sure you pimp out your channel in the description as well. And then
We love seeing
then
that.
sign in as another account and pimp
Say
that
how
out.
awesome that channel is. I hate when people do that. It's so bad. And then they make it obvious because all their channels are recommended channels and everything. It's like, come on.
Make sure you spit in the face.
Spit in the face. All right, guys. My name is Tubby Emu.
My name is TonyPizzaGuy, Alex Jones. Make sure you subscribe to the Alex Jones channel.
Oh my God. I used to listen to him every day. I haven't listened to him in like 6 months.
I just saw his channel on nonprofit and activism. That's why I said.
I love him. Do you go to InfoWars or anything? Have you watched any of his movies or his podcasts?
Yeah.
I love Alex Jones.
I hate
Anyway,
him.
guys.
He's so
All right.
bad.
You have a great day.
Oh, you want tips to success? Put your video under pets and animals. Tony Pizza
Exactly.
Guy.
Tony. Wait, what? Am I Tony or you? Oh,
I'm-
you're Tony Pizza.
I'm signing myself out.
Okay, well, you sign yourself out.
Yes.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.